Hi guys, welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. I'm live here on YouTube and on TikTok. So we are on a double live. Welcome to the live, guys. So if my eyes are kind of like moving from side to side, it's because I'm on two platforms right now. I am on TikTok as well as on YouTube. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Please drop a comment to show me that you are here. I know comments actually filter slowly, but if you can drop a comment so that we can get on with the live. And I do hope you had an amazing weekend. Happy Thanksgiving. I also do hope that you did get a couple of good deals of Black Friday. I'd asked for the Lippy of the Black Friday deal. So yeah, happy Thanksgiving. Thank you so much, Magnificent, for joining the live. Yes, happy holidays. Happy holidays. I do hope you guys had a good time. And yeah, I am also, just wishing, everyone well out there. This live is not really about anything much except to just catch up. It's a holiday, and I just thought, to come on here and have a chat with you guys. So, Fatima, never seen. Oh, okay, the Maima is doing something on the phone. I was about to read Fatima. Never seen you live. Oh, thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much. Yeah, I do lives from time to time. I actually find them very easy to do because in as much as they're time consuming, there is no editing. Hi, Tech Troy. Welcome to the live. Introducing Superfan, learn what it is and go. Okay, life invites you to co-host. I don't know how it's done.
No, you don't accept that.
Okay, I don't know how it's done. Anyway, guys, welcome to the live. How are you doing? Happy weekend. Happy Thanksgiving. I do hope you did have a fantastic time. And I am just here on the live to hear from you guys what you managed to get for Black Friday, and of course, we're going into Cyber Monday. I did put a what you call it? I did put a picture. No, I was just declining that.
Okay.
Yeah, I did put a picture up, guys, to say, okay, it's almost Cyber Monday. Marcia says, watching from Chicago, America. Americans are protesting Black Friday in corporate America. Okay, I had no idea. And there is indomitable spirit. Thank you for joining the live. Yeah, if you could perhaps just block the person who keeps saying to collaborate or anything.
No, you're gonna get a lot of those on TikTok.
Okay,
so you just focus on YouTube while I try and work this out.
Can you sit here maybe? Okay, guys, we are on two phones right now. So I'm going to just shift a little so that Mama can squeeze herself at the corner here. Right. We are getting into Cyber Monday, guys. For those who hadn't picked a bottle of Proud Mary, we are getting into Cyber Monday. Proud Mary is this one. Grab yourself Proud Mary. This is the second from the final day where you get it at a double discount. So please, if you haven't, that's your chance to grab a Proud Mary at a steal. And after that, it's going back to full price, which is the $149. So this double discount, which is the C15 code that would knock off 15% off, the fragrance on our website, www.macedonperfumes.com, expires on Monday. Okay, end of day Monday, Cyber Monday, that will be it. So there will not be any discount. So this live is really not about anything much but perfume. If you have been following me, if you're not new here, I'm talking to both YouTube and TikTok. If you are on TikTok and you're seeing my face for the first time, I talk a lot about fragrances, and I usually get a question at the beginning of the live as to what I'll be wearing. Today, my scent combo is this one. Okay, this is an oldie but goodie. Okay, this is Chopard's Casme, okay. Picked this one because of the mango note and because of the vanilla. And I wanted to see how it would pair with this, and so far so good. I'm loving the combination. This is my scent combo. What it has done is it just amplified, you know, the vanilla note that is in Proud Mary. You know, if you know Proud Mary, it is a fruity floral with some spices, musk woods. This particular one, fruity floral, musky, spicy, woody, vanillian. So I paired it with this, okay? And I'm gonna show you the fragrance I have been moving around with today for a touch-up. I carried this with me. This is Naomi Campbell. This fragrance, it really doesn't do much for me. So I am actually on a project, finish it up, you know, this particular one, because it's just a soapy, musky scent. Okay, so this was in my bag, but the scent combination for the day was Proud Mary, you know, together with Chopard Casmere. Now, if you have purchased Proud Mary, please drop it in the comment section to let me know. Yes, Chopard is good, Kimberly. I love this fragrance and I am running low. You know, let me show you. I spray the heck out of my fragrances. This one's running low, so I may need to add another bottle of this. Okay, Maima's just squeezed it because she is coordinating the TikTok one. I don't know whether this is gonna work, but let's see.
No, I got it. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so that is my scent combo of the day. Guys, did you manage to pick up Proud Mary? If you did, let me know in the comment section. If you have Proud Mary, let me know what you think about it, the performance and all. I would love to know from you guys. And if you haven't, we are left with barely 48 hours before Proud Mary goes back to full price, which is $149. So if you want to purchase Proud Mary at a steal, you can off www.macedonperfumes.com. If you're on TikTok, you can go directly to our TikTok shop and you will be able to purchase Proud Mary. We do have it on sale on the TikTok shop. Now, if you use my code C15, you get a further 15% off this fragrance. This is 120 ml. It's an extract of a It is unisex. It's a fruity floral. It is an extract, as I said, very, very, very strong fragrance, if you will. It's a good concentration. We made sure of that, and we made sure that it is genderless, if you know what I mean. So this is not the sort of fragrance that will start pulling to one direction. This is right there in the middle, genderless. And if you're on TikTok and you do not know what I'm talking about, I have a fragrance that I released. I've been reviewing fragrances for years, especially on YouTube. I've been a fragrance reviewer for about 7 years now, or going on 7 years on YouTube. And this is a project that I started together with a friend of mine in the United States. We teamed up to establish the company called Macedon Perfumes, okay, which is this company, Macedon Perfumes, and that's me. This is the photo that is on all my social media platforms, okay? So that's me, and our flagship fragrance is this one. So this is the very first fragrance that I created, and the plan going forward for Macedon Perfumes is, of course, Kimberly says, can't wait to receive. Oh, thank you so much for supporting, Kimberly. Ma'am, I purchased 2. Thank you so much. Magnificent. Thank you so much for supporting, you know, the business. This is a solo venture, okay? And no pun intended for anybody who teams up with a big company, but I keep on emphasizing that so that you understand that this is a solo project. So Macedon Perfumes is not this massive perfume house. It's a fragrance brand that we created in 2024, right? And it is the HQ, or the location for Macedon Perfumes, is in the United States. The plan for Macedon Perfumes is to create more fragrances, guys. And the name Proud Mary, for those who may not know, is in honor or in homage of my mother. Her name was Mary. She's the one who got me into perfume. So I started associating scents with memories, events, that sort of thing, because of my mother. So the very first fragrance I created, My Nose to Yours, was simple. In terms of naming it, it was just one easy, thing to do, because I knew I wanted to name it in honor of my mother. So Proud Mary is going to come in this box. For those who may not be familiar, it's going to come in this box. We ship internationally, guys. We ship internationally via my US, because I keep getting questions asked to that effect. We ship internationally. Please remember to like the live and share the live, like the live and share the live, both ways. We ship internationally, guys, via my US. If you go to www.macedonperfumes.com, which is our company, right, to purchase this fragrance, or on YouTube or on TikTok, what you simply do is, on top of the website, you will see some letters running from left to right, like how the news letters, go from left to right. On top there, it will tell you that click here for international shipping. So first of all, you have to be on our website, www.macedonperfumes.com. You click at the top of the bar. Once you access the website, it's going to take you to a site called My US, okay? And on My US, that's where you are going to create an account. It's completely free. You are going to sign up with My US, where they will give you an address that you will use, and they will worry about getting the product to your country. My US has shipped it to more than, I'd say maybe 30 countries. So they have a wide range where they ship, and they have a success record of having over 30 million parcels, delivered internationally successfully, including perfume, okay? Including perfume tax-free. So they're the perfect, company to team up with. And I've always said this, guys, that it doesn't really, it's not going to just benefit our brand, Macedon Perfumes and Proud Mary, that you sign onto My US, because My US is, on its own, is a company that will facilitate shipping of anything from the United States. So having created that account, let's say you're in Ghana, let's say you're in Nigeria, maybe you're in Singapore, or you're in Germany, you're in Norway, I don't know where you are. You create the account with My US, okay? The same account that you would have created, maybe for the purposes of purchasing Proud Mary, is the same account you can, or the same address you can use on other websites, as long as you're shopping in the United States. And guys, you know that the United States has got a lot of deals when it comes to perfumes. I mean, heads down. I always have people coming in my comment section on YouTube, telling me how some of the brands, the Middle Eastern brands, do not necessarily get to them fast enough. So if you use the My US method, I guess you could pretty much solve that as well for purchasing other fragrances. So it's not going to just be beneficial to you for Proud Mary. You can purchase any other thing. It could be clothing, it could be stuff from Walmart, I don't know, whichever shop you want to, shop on. So whatever store you want to shop on, Sephora, you just use My US. So if you sign up with My US, and this is completely free, we get nothing out of it. It's completely free. They will give you an address, okay? That their warehouse address. So on checkout, after purchasing Proud Mary, on checkout, that's where you're going to put that's when you're going to put the address that they've given you, right? And of course, the forwarding address. So let's say the address is in Mississippi. This is an example. I don't know. I've never shipped, shipped as in being given an address by them, because remember, I'm talking about this product, and I do have a way of getting it in the United States. Now, I am saying, if you once you sign up with My US, okay, they will give you an address which you will use. After you use that address, then you are probably going to sync that address with yours, and they will tell you the time frame to expect your products and all the nice stuff. So yes, guys, please, it is a good service regardless of Proud Mary. But now why I'm going to be waving Proud Mary throughout the entire life is because Proud Mary has been on promotion, guys. Kimberly says buying perfume from Middle East is so expensive to ship. The shipping cost. This is why I was saying, yes, try My US. Okay, if you are, let's say, in the UK, try My US. But if you are already in the United States, there are sites, that sell fragrances at an affordable price, especially the Middle Eastern ones. It's just that I'm not going to drop those sites here or talk about those sites, because I have no experience, with, let's say, purchasing from those sites, unless we're talking directly like from the company site. Let's say it's Latafa. Then I can talk about Latafa, but I can't talk about third-party companies in case somebody, has a problem and then they start saying, oh, you recommended us to this. No, I am here to recommend my US, the shipping. Okay, the shipping middleman that's going to help you get whatever product you want from the United States, and they will get it to your doorstep. If you are, I don't know, Japan, you name it. If you're in China, if you're in Singapore, and you are purchasing something on the United States, on a United States website, and at checkout it says we do not ship to your country, use my US, right? And during this holiday season, between Friday through Cyber Monday, Proud Mary Extrait de Parfum has been going for a song, okay? This is to say how thankful we are as a small brand, how thankful to each and everyone who supports my work and continues to support, our work. We decided to cut the price to a significantly, alarmingly low price, where this would be the time to even get backups. Say you want to buy these fragrances in multiples. So this would be the right time. However, the promo runs out on Cyber Monday. So don't sleep on it, guys. Cyber Monday, this fragrance goes back to full price. For now, you can still get it. You have at least under 48 hours, you can still get this fragrance at a discount or double discount of, when you get to the website, it's already discounted. If you put my discount C15, it then becomes a double discount, okay? The photo is your daughter's future face. Oh, okay, I don't know. I think she's got a round face.
Okay.
While I have kind of like no, it's there.
No, you got some comments here.
From where?
From TikTok
that
you're supposed to answer.
Okay.
Sorry, something happened here.
Sorry, guys, I'm using two phones. Yeah, I think Maima's face is round. She kind of has that, what do you call it, cat eye thingy, but mine is more on the square side. But anyway, no, it's great. Oval. Charlotte, thank you so much for joining the live. She said the hardest working family. We're trying, Charlotte, and thank you for the support. I see you guys here almost always, okay? When I come on the live, I see you guys here, and I can never ever thank you enough. I know it sounds like a broken record, but every time I say it, it's from the depth of my soul, because it's not easy, leaving whatever it is you're doing to come and just support. And it means a lot, because with this live, we could press play and nobody comes. Will you continue to produce Proud Mary or create new fragrances? No, when Proud Mary runs out, we're not going to remake Proud Mary. Okay, Proud Mary was our flagship product or fragrance. We only made 2,500 bottles for a reason. The brand in itself, Macedon, is looking at doing more fragrances. We're gonna focus on fragrances as a niche, right? But this particular one was as a result of me having been talking to an audience for years about fragrances. So that is why it's personalized, and that is why I wanted a limited number of bottles. I wanted this fragrance to be special, okay? I wanted this fragrance I see this fragrance in future being celebrated years and years, later, like what's happening with Chanel No. 5. Chanel No. 5, I think, turned over 100 years a couple of years ago. So that's the plan with this. And because of that, we are not making any other ones of this. We are not We're not making any more bottles of Proud Mary, and we would love for this fragrance to be in somebody's shelf. Yes, I've seen. I was gonna read. We would love this fragrance to be in somebody's shelf, maybe even 30 years from now, and they'll say, "I have this." And the good thing or the best thing about it is it wouldn't have been reformulated, because if you're not remaking a fragrance, then there is no reformulation. So what you see is what you get, and what this juice is going to continue to do is obviously it's going to continue to macerate and become even more polarizing, potent, loud, long lasting. It is already an extrait, so it is gonna keep doing even more and more. So that is the plan. So we're not making any more bottles of Proud Mary. Wanda Furai, thank you so much for joining the live, my son. Thank you so much for the support.
You got a comment on TikTok. My colleagues are fussy about fragrances since we work shoulder to shoulder in the cockpit. Is this ideal to wear enclosed in
Absolutely. Grab Proud Mary and come back with your comment. I'm not here to talk, to push this fragrance to you because it's mine, but I can tell you for certain, I've had a lot of people buy this fragrance, and all the comments, most of them have been positive. This is a fragrance that you can wear even in closed spaces. If you share offices, you can wear this fragrance. Remember, as I said, I've been into fragrances now going on 7 years, but my love for fragrances started as early as I can remember, actually, which is a really silly thing. We used to steal fragrances from my mom's dresser. She was a Chanel No. 5 girl. She was an Obsession girl. There is a fragrance called Obsession.
I actually used to do that until you ended up hiding them.
Yes. So my mom used to have Chanel No. 5, Obsession. The old formulas, how strong they are, and most of them have been reformulated, but she used to have those fragrances. Now, guess what we used to do? My sister and I would wait for my mom to go to work, and would be all up in her business in terms of her self-care, her lotions. I remember she used to use Johnson & Johnson, baby lotion. She had like a whole set of that, and would spray that. But what never used to register in our heads was fragrance doesn't go away just like that. So if you spray somebody's fragrance, okay, it doesn't matter if they've gone to work, especially if they're your mom. As soon as you wear your PJs, let's say you sprayed it as soon as she left at home, and you were playing, and it's now faint, she'll still be able to perceive that scent on your clothing. So that is how we used to do this thing. That's where it started, the love for fragrances. And now back to the question of whether you can wear this in closed spaces. Absolutely. The whole history I was talking about was for you to understand that it's been a journey. It was not like out of chance, okay? It was something that after reviewing fragrances for a long time, when it was time to actually make my fragrance, which is my nose to yours, I knew exactly what I wanted. I didn't want something that's going to smell like a lot of fragrances on the market. I wanted something that's going to be classy. I wanted something that that is going to be pleasant to the nose. I wanted something that will have notes that are flowing, that are in sync. I didn't want. Do you think other brands will try to clone Proud? Well, when it comes to scents, there is very little to nothing. Well, actually, there's nothing we can do about it. Because if I say there's very little, it's almost like there is something that you can do about it. There's absolutely nothing we can do about it because you cannot patent a smell, okay? And in other words, you cannot say you have the rights to a particular smell. It's like one saying I have the rights to the smell of a rose. Okay, you can't. Or I have the rights to the smell of chicken. You can't. Chicken will be chicken. Okay, but what I can say about it is, with the precision, with
I
the
was about to say that
yes,
the amount of
the
work that went into because
what
the DNA was formulated in France, and it took a while. It took like a year
yes
to get it
yes
out. Like it took, the trials took over like a year.
Yes.
This is a combination, or this is sort of like a formula that was worked on last year in
Yes.
October. Let's just say end of August, going into September, October there. And then it was done this year around August as well. So it was like a year. And I'm not even talking about production. Production only took like 30 days, but the formulation took a while. So they can try, but getting it to its
It's always
it's hard.
it's always it goes down, it boils down to how well can one replicate what. Okay, so in as much as you cannot patent a smell, it's going to, every house is going to have their own interpretation, right? In terms of whether the noses will be able to differentiate, that's going to be nose specific, but each house is going to have an interpretation of their own that you can tell is not the same. Right. Okay. I love Nando's chicken, for example. I love Nando's chicken, and I went shopping at some point in my life a couple of years ago, and I bought the spice in itself, Nando's. It's actually a spice. It says lemon and herb, and it says Nando's. And I was like, oh, okay, that's gonna save me some money. I'm gonna make it on my own. Okay, trust me, it was not the same as that in Nando's. Okay, just as people will say, my grandma makes the best lasagna, right? They can give you their grandmother's recipe, but it will not be outright the same. So in terms of whether other companies will replicate, I'm pretty sure they would, okay? Absolutely, because that is how the industry is like, okay? You are gonna get, maybe sometimes it's not even replication, guys. Sometimes it's just
Coincidence?
well, sometimes it's a DNA vibing, like a a DNA vibing,
similarities.
Yeah, but because there's been so many fragrances on the market, you know, it's hello from Romanian. Hey, welcome to the live, guys. Please remember to like. Guys on YouTube, you're not liking the live. Like and share the live. Like and share the love, guys.
And if you can as well, visit TikTok with 300 viewers in TikTok with almost 5,000 likes. So.
Yes. Please. We are both on TikTok and on YouTube. Charlotte, thank you so much for describing Proud Mary. She said it's not a pushy or overbearing fragrance. Yes, thank you so much. I always love, you know, it when testimonials are coming from the people that have used this fragrance, that have bought it with their own money, okay? And some of the influencers, guys, I didn't know I was that loved. I had influencers buy this fragrance with their own money, okay? With their own money, not another perfume channel bought it outright with their own money, and a lot of other, you know, fragrance reviewers. Jamie bought it with her own money. Oh, there's this beautiful lady, I'm forgetting her name, Alicia. No, I was not forgetting Alicia, but I'm just mentioning Alicia because Alicia as well bought it with her own money. Rosa Yala Fragrances, shout out to Rosa Yala Fragrances, she bought it with her own money. Sunny Scents bought it with their own money, and these are fragrance reviewers, okay? These fragrance reviewers have been in my watching my videos for years. They could have come to the site and said, oh, see, I'm here, could you post me a bottle? They didn't, okay? So Proud, and even after they purchased Proud Mary with their own money, all they had to say was nice things about this fragrance. And as I said, guys, on my honor, having the experience of spraying fragrances almost on a daily, sometimes even up to 10 times or 10 different fragrances. I think I showed you, this is my scent of the day. This one's my scent of the day. Okay, I played around with this one today as my scent of the day as well. Then I showed you Naomi. So I pretty much, you know, have a little bit of some experience. Okay,
I mean, speaking of experience, we when we started this, the making of Proud Mary.
Greetings, Lady Sonny. Greetings. Is Versace era still good? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I saw a Tuscan leather. I wear Tuscan leather Tom Ford. Great. That's a nice fragrance. Tom Ford Tuscan leather. Yeah. It's a nice, you know, heavy fragrance in Tom Ford style. Awesome. Thank you for sharing your fragrance, you were saying?
When we started the production of Proud Mary, we had to, because it was going to be taxing to like maybe attend a French school of perfumery, although this is what she wants to do, like to attend sort of like a school and become like a master perfumer. We attended master classes by the OGs, you know, the Maison Crivellis, the MFKs, the creeds masterclass, you know, where they literally break down each and every note. Like peony does this in a fragrance, saffron does this. So
And
those
also some research
yeah,
through reading
exactly.
as well.
Yeah.
So with Proud Mary being the very first fragrance, I didn't want it to pull towards whatever, like a particular thing and stick to that. Reason being, I wanted it to flow. Like I said, I wanted it to just be a fragrance that's gonna flow. Oud Sati mood. Yes, guys, do share your sense of the day. Absolutely, do share your sense of the day. I am a fragrance fanatic as well, right? I wear a lot of fragrances. And again, that's also to support, what I was saying, that in the creation of Proud Mary, it was not like a second guessing type of situation. I knew exactly, what I wanted to present as the flagship fragrance. And guys, while you're at it, if you would like to purchase this bottle of Proud Mary, it is currently discounted. The discount runs out end of day Cyber Monday, and this fragrance then goes to full price. Remember, as Macedon Perfumes, we are looking at creating more fragrances. So this particular one, the very first one, is once it's sold out, that's it. Okay. And after this holiday season, we're not going to have the price come down. The price is going back to full price, and it's going to stay like that. That's the plan. Kimberly says the review by other influencers was so good, it made me want to purchase a bottle. Yeah, as I said, we did give a couple of reviewers. We did give 10, right? Because I wasn't going to be able to get the message out all by myself. But as I reached out to them, they were not under any obligation to talk about this fragrance, okay? But most of them did. And most of the other people that you will see talking about Proud Mary have bought it outright. I remember doing a live on TikTok where we were celebrating the TikTok store, and we had Proud Mary discounted in celebration of the TikTok store. And I still had some people purchasing it outright despite the discount. Where to purchase? And Neo, you can purchase this at www.macedonperfumes.com or right here on TikTok. Purchase it on TikTok on our Macedon Perfume page. It is currently discounted. There's a double discount. If you use my code C15, you are further going to get a 15% off this fragrance. So you can purchase it directly on TikTok, okay? And I think Maima is putting the website. Can you do a video of layering combos? I can. Certainly, I did do a video last week, okay? A live video on the layering combos, but while we're at it, I can give you ideas. Proud Mary layers very well with a lot of vanillin fragrances, okay? It does in itself have a vanilla note, but the vanilla in this does not make it gourmand, okay? So this is a fragrance that you're gonna have wafts of. Some people do say they get a sweet-ish kind of gourmand accord in this fragrance because we used that vanilla generously in Proud Mary as well as the tonka. Now the tonka being in Proud Mary is a sweet tonka. Tonka can be green, it can be sweet, it can be grassy, it just depends. The tonka in here is a sweet tonka. So some people say as they perceive the tonka together with that vanilla and some spices, they get like almost like a gourmandish accord, right? So what Proud Mary layers with best is usually any vanillin scent. That's why I said this is my scent combo, okay? If you know Casimir by Chopard, this is a mango vanilla scent. So I paired it with this. You can pair Proud Mary with a floral Balder Freak. I do not have the actual bottle of Balder Freak, but this is an inspiration to Balder Freak. This is a floral, okay? What it simply does is it will add, to that happy jasmine that you get in this. The center stage, which is the floral in here, is jasmine. But if you follow me, I do have kind of like a love and hate relationship with jasmine because jasmine can be borderline too much. In this, guys, it's not the star of the show. But as the fragrance starts off, being a fruity burst, it then transitions into these white florals, and that is what the florals in here do. So pairing it with a floral is also going to work. You can pair Proud Mary with a citrus, but I noticed that this then becomes like the one that kind of rubbishes what the citrus is doing. So if you want it to be brighter, you can pair it with a vanilla scent. It's beautiful, okay? If you want to switch it up for it to have a gourmand that is more vivid, you can pair this fragrance with some of the gourmand fragrances on the market, some of the chocolate scented gourmand fragrances, that sort of thing. It shines even more and then brings to the surface that gourmand accord, okay? So yeah, those are some of the layering combinations, and with layering combinations, they're not set in stone. You can, oh, thank you so much. Ronald says, I purchased another 2 bottles. Thank you for the support. With gourmand, what was I saying? I forgot. Okay, I was saying you could switch it up to a gourmand if you wanted.
Layering.
Yeah, you could switch it up into a gourmand if you wanted. Oh no, I was saying with layering is not set in stone. I personally try certain combos. Like I tried pairing it with this, okay? And I had kind of like a push and pull. And this Avant Silk is a clone of this, okay, which is, mine's a travel size, but this is a Creed Queen of Silk, okay. So this Avant Silk is a Creed Queen of Silk clone, okay. Queen of Silk by Creed is the original. I tried pairing the two, it didn't work. So there are some combinations that will not work because perhaps one is doing more. In this, there is sort of like a mothball accord or like a super powdery musk or something like that. That kind of is very pushy. Okay, your battery is low. Very pushy, and because of the pushiness, it kind of made it such that I didn't even know what it was doing anymore. So this didn't work. But with layering combinations, guys, you could try to layer. Can you do a, okay, no, I read that. I read that. Yes, guys, please remember to like the live, share the live. We're only here for a couple of more minutes. I'm planning on making this an hour tops, and I can see with 36 or 38 minutes in. I just wanted to remind you guys about Cyber Monday, that we have a couple more hours to go. If you're in the United States, we have under 48 hours to go. Hit the TikTok store, Macedon Perfumes, and grab this fragrance at, a very, very affordable price, because this fragrance, Proud Mary, is going back to full price on after Cyber Monday. Okay, if you're on YouTube, you can go directly to the YouTube store. On this particular YouTube page, you can go to the YouTube store. We do have Macedon Perfumes, the store itself. You can go directly to the store and purchase yourself a bottle. Just remember to put C15, capital letter C, and then small letter 15. Okay, just remember to put that C15 at checkout for you to have a double discount. Okay, for you to have a double whammy, a double discount. Put C15. Okay, that way you will get this fragrance on a double discount, and you will be able to come back here and tell me your thoughts about Proud Mary. It's an extrait de Parfum. It's 120 ml. I did my best to make sure that it is doing its own thing. Hey, C and Maima. Hey, Phaedra. Greetings from Washington. Hi, how's Washington? Happy Thanksgiving. I know it's a little late now, but happy Thanksgiving. I hope you're having a great time and a great weekend. Thank you for joining the live. Please, guys, remember to like the live, share the live. Like the live, share the live. And if you're on TikTok and you're seeing my face for the first time, because I do not do lives on TikTok that often, but I have done a couple. I have a YouTube channel called CeeChronicles-Talking, where I talk about fragrances on the daily. Okay, I bring fragrances to my audience on the daily. We review fragrances, we have fun there, we talk about discoveries and stuff. Layer with Zerge of Naxos or any clone. I don't know, maybe they're answering somebody. Ronald says layer. Of course, yeah, you can layer, with fragrance layering combinations, you need to experiment, okay? I personally have YSL Leap. I do not like YSL Leap that much, but I've layered it with Proud Mary before and it worked. So when it comes to layering combinations, guys, all I can say is just give it a shot, try, especially if you've got a lot in your collection. If you believe in layering, you can try it out. You can layer directly, which is this, okay? You can layer directly where you're gonna take the stronger fragrance and you're gonna pair it with whatever, okay? And you can do a, one on top of the other kind of layering. But if this one is heavier than this one, then you wanna go low on this. That's just the method that works for me, okay? That's the method that works for me. I would go low on the one that's louder because remember, I am layering. So I want these fragrances to kind of give me pages. And then after it's like swallowed by my skin. This is not going to, because it's an extrait. I think you can still see how oily it is, but because I'm just giving you a demo, then you can I put 3 there. You could put even, let's say 5, of the other one, right? And then you leave. Don't rub, just leave it like that and see what it does. That's how I layer. But some people, if you are not sure, you can layer by wearing them side by side. An easy method being, I will put, like the same amount of sprays, 1, 2, 3, okay? Mimi Butterfly, you can get it on www.macedonperfumes.com or right here on YouTube. We have put the store is linked. If you just go on my page, you will see where it says store. You click there, it will take you to our website. You can pay on the website. Just remember to put C15 at checkout so that you do get a extra bonus of a discount, okay? So I have put Naomi Campbell on this side. I could put Proud Mary on this side, okay? 1, 2, 3. I don't count number of sprays. I'm just doing this for the demo. I do not count my number of sprays. I learned never to do that. I don't count my perfumes anymore. I don't count the number of sprays. Perfumes are my escape. The last thing I want is to be guided and start thinking, oh my God, I'm overspraying, I'm doing this. I'm just going to enjoy my fragrance. So I put the 3 here and I'll put 3 here.
It's also tagged. If you look at your screen, the bottom right, you're going to see like a little bag. You can click that. It'll take you straight to the website.
Yeah. So I have layered them side by side. Okay, so let's say I am going about doing my day and doing whatever. I'm going to be having wafts of, each from side on each side. And the pros to this is, again, no one will be able to know exactly what you're wearing because now you have 2 different fragrances on either, okay? Or you can just go ahead and use a traditional method of layering them on top of each other, right? And whatever comes out, that's what comes out. And another thing that layering helps with is if you have a fragrance that kind of is maybe not your favorite, layering can help with that, okay? It can help you with that but I do that by trying the fragrance on this side, okay? One example of a fragrance I cannot tolerate and I still haven't found something to layer it with is Born to Be Unforgettable by Kilian. Okay, that is not a nice fragrance to my nose. I have tried. But it is one of those fragrances that no matter what you layer it with, it is just that one that's going to come out. So if you have a fragrance that you're not sure of, you could layer do the layering thing on your clothing, not on yourself. Visit that same clothing maybe after 30 minutes to see how it goes. Okay. Just Flo says, oh, hi, glad I made it. Oh, thank you so much, Just Flo. Happy weekend, happy Thanksgiving, happy weekend. I hope you had yourself a nice time. Mimi Butterfly, yes, we have this fragrance up for a ridiculously discounted price, guys. Proud Mary is my own creation. So I'm going to hype this for as long as I live. I'm going to hype this even 30 years from now because this was a project born out of love. Okay, I love Proud Mary, and we currently have it on a discount. So you can pick up Proud Mary on our website, www.macedonperfumes.com. You can pick it up directly on TikTok, but on TikTok, you'll have to go to the Macedon Perfumes TikTok. Okay, that's where the shop is linked. Then on YouTube, right here, the shop is there. So you can pick it up directly on YouTube as well. Add my code C15, right? And see the magic. You are going to get this fragrance at a good price. And I noticed that some people that joined the live, especially on YouTube, are saying they've got backup bottles as well. That's what I've done as well, because I'm like that. If I love a fragrance, I'm going to back it up, because I mean, especially if it's a limited release, I'm not going to go slow on that. And
I actually don't.
this is the time for that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I actually don't know where to get another one, because I'm finished.
It's there.
I don't have a Proud Mary anymore. It's done.
Mima finished hers, you see.
I don't have any Proud Mary.
She is right now in the process of trying to negotiate to see if she can get another bottle. So this one is gone. And if you watched my live in Dubai, I had another one that was half full. That one was gone. I went to Dubai
My
with...
brother finished his.
Yeah. I went to Dubai with 15. They're gone. Okay. Anyway. So yeah, guys, that's what I wanted to say. I do hope you guys are having a great time. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you for joining. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for your comments. Thank you. Hey, Tech Troy. Yes, Tech Troy. Tech Troy is my son. He's not a talker, but he's trying. You're trying. Yes. Any questions, guys? Do you have any questions? If you would like to ask any question, this is the time to ask any question. If you would like.
About tomorrow?
Cyber Monday.
No,
that not yet.
Okay.
Yeah. Cyber Monday, that is the 48 hours, and then the price goes back to full price. So I would hate it for some, people to come and say, oh, we missed that. That's why we did the live. The live is primarily for that, guys, to get the word out there. There's only a couple of hours before this fragrance, Proud Mary, goes to full price. After that, that's it. We're not projecting or looking at bringing the price down because it's our flagship fragrance, so it's gonna stay at that price. Okay, Macedon Perfumes is a niche brand. All right, we are not making massive volumes of fragrances. No pun intended for anyone who's doing that. In fact, we hope to be able to do more in future, but I am saying the meticulousness that went into this, because it's a small batch, is top notch. So that's what I can say, guys.
Also, if you guys are wondering what she means by
clouds,
if you're wondering what she means by when it's gone and it's not coming back, by limited release, it's sort of like stated by pen legally, so it's actually illegal to bring it back. So if it's finished, actually before Black Friday, we had to close sort of like the website, to put it on hold, to sort of like minimize ship out so that people might be able to get it internationally, because we hadn't figured that out yet.
Oh yes,
So,
yes.
Yeah, if you're wondering why is Proud Mary still there, if you're selling so well, it was actually hold off.
Yes.
Because international clients weren't able to access it yet.
Yes.
So we had to minimize, let's just say, especially on the website. You could access it on like TikTok shop and get it from there, but the website directly, you couldn't. It was...
We had to split the numbers, because we launched Proud Mary in the United States, right? And the audience that I have on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook are international. Now, because my audience is international, by the time we launched Proud Mary. Yes, Lady Sonny, she says her Proud Mary is almost finished. Yes, yes, yes. Buy another one, Lady Sonny. Buy another one. I know you got two, but get another one. Get another. You can do
You
that.
can do it.
So, guys, I was saying I have an international audience. In total, I have over 100,000 in following, 69 to 70K on Instagram. I don't know what Instagram is doing, guys. My Instagram has been stuck for years. But anyway, it's a story for another day, right?
You need to report that.
Yes, I keep forgetting. Okay, I have a little over 70,000 on Instagram, and then I have 39,000. Well, 41,000 if I combine my two channels on YouTube.
Unscripted
The first one being 39,000. That's Talking Sense, and then the smaller one being 2.7. So that's like 41 plus that. Plus here, so in total, I'd say I have a following of over 110,000, somewhere thereabout. Not to mention those who aren't subscribed, because there's always going to be some people that will follow or that will watch but not subscribe. How do I know? I know because I have in views on YouTube, I'm closing on 8 million views. So if everyone was subscribed, I have 8 million followers. So anyway, guys, when we launched Proud Mary in the United States. Okay, as I said, Macedon Perfumes, the company itself, is in the United States. Launched it there, and we thought we were going to get our timing right in terms of international. Hi, Larishka, how are you? I was going to ask you if she could actually answer me. I was going to ask you if you wanted, not Dom Rosa, Liquid Imagines, Pepere. I was going to ask you today if you wanted that. So you can hit me up in my WhatsApp if it's something that you would want. I have French Avenue Aries, and I have Liquid Imagines, Pepere, and then I have Isemiyaki. Nectar, Le Deux Nectar or something is a Miyake, the ladies one, those ones. I was going to ask you about them. Oh, and I have the gift set, the Orientica gift set, but it's got 5 little ones, 7.5 ml. So I thought maybe you would want, that. So now that you have, because I forget a lot. So I just thought to put it out there. If you want those, hit me up. You know where to get me. Kimberly says, I love you unscripted too. Thank you so much, Kimberly. Yeah, so when we launched Proud Mary, we hadn't quite, envisioned that it was going to be a challenge to get international shipping. Okay, my partner had to go had to learn this course, hazmat course and stuff.
Because we were shipping bombs.
No. You will be muted there. So no, I'm saying with YouTube there's some words that you can't. So they the hazmat law is for flammables and hazardous thingies and whatever. So she underwent that and passed that, because when you undergo the hazmat course, you can then coordinate your warehouse with international shipping, but that was taking forever, so we had to leave that. And then there is companies like DHL that are always there, but it was going to make Proud Mary unaffordable. It was going to be in the 300s or somewhere thereabout, just because of the shipping. So we then split the consignment to say we're going to sell this much and hold on until we have the international shipping in check. So now that we have partnered with MyUS for international shipping, we then released a couple more so that anyone who's buying Proud Mary from any country will be able to get it via international shipping. Now, please note, the international shipping is, we had to coordinate with MyUS. MyUS on its own is a company on its own that does shipments across the world. So for you to get them to ship your product to you, whichever product you want to buy from the United States, you would have to sign up with MyUS. Okay, it's simply myus.com. Now, for the purposes of Proud Mary, if you go on our website, www.macedonperfumes.com, right at the top, as soon as the website opens and you click to where the perfume is, or the page just opens, you're going to see, that writing from left to right. You click on that. It just says international shipping. You click on that. Okay. That's the part where it's going to tell you to sign up with My US. It's not you leaving anything or whatever. There's no
It is
money
free.
involved. The sign up is free. So you sign up with My US. You can do it directly on our page just by clicking. You sign up with My US. Once you're done signing up, you put the fragrance in your cart. You put your address in the shipping address, and then My US, the company itself, is going to bother or worry about how to get it to you. Okay. They handle customs, clearance. There's no tax, all the nice stuff. So if you would love to purchase